Once upon a time, a young man named Alexander rode across the entire known world with his horse and his armies, conquering peoples and nations. He was called Alexander the Great, and Alexander the Great was Greek. And he and his Greek friends were so excited to be Greek, they thought everyone should be Greek. Either that, or they thought that the world would be easier to control if everyone worshipped the same gods and spoke the same language and played all the same games. Whatever his reason, as Alexander the Great conquered the world, he and his followers spread Greek language, culture, and religion everywhere they went, even in Israel. And what do you think the Jews thought about this? Well, some of them thought being Greek was cool. They were called the Hellenized Jews. Other Jews, not so much. They held on to Jewish ways. They stayed as Jewish as possible and avoided the Greeks. Alexander the Great died, and his empire was divided between his 4 generals. A few years passed. Actually, about 150. A Greek ruler came to power in Judea, the ancient land of Israel. He was called Antiochus Epiphanes, God manifest! But the Jews called him Antiochus Epimanes, the madman. They didn't like him. The feeling was mutual. He outlawed Torah study, circumcision, Sabbath, and kosher cafes. He entered the temple and defiled it. One day, his henchmen rode into the town of Modin and demanded the sacrifice of a pig. As one Jew was stepping forward to do it, Mattathias stepped forward and slew that man. This started the Maccabean revolt. Everyone on the side of Torah went to Mattathias' side. Everyone on the side of the Greeks fought against them. There were epic battles for 7 years. Eleazar Maccabee ran under one of the Greek general's elephants, slicing it from underneath. As it died, it fell on him and he died. Finally, the Jews kicked out the Greeks, reclaimed the temple, cleaned it up, and rededicated it. Hanukkah means rededication. There was so much to clean up. Rumor has it there was only enough oil to last for 1 day, and it takes 8 days to consecrate new oil. But miraculously, that oil that was only enough to last 1 day lasted all 8 till the new oil was consecrated. That was a miracle. This is why we eat latkes and sifganiot. Any reason to eat fried food, right? What are the lessons we learn from Hanukkah? All things work together for good, for those who love God and are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. John 1:5. The Lord your God will deliver your enemies unto you, and He will destroy them with a mighty destruction. Deuteronomy 7:23. These lessons are not just for us, but they are also lessons for God's enemies. You cannot defeat the people of God or God's plans for them. The followers of Allah today are like the ancient Greeks. They want everyone in the world subjected to Islam, and they hold a special hatred of the Jewish people. But Jews who love God and are called according to His purpose will be saved. Yeshua is the light that shines in the darkness, and He is the King who will conquer His enemies. Any who are not already on His side, now is the time for repentance. Turn from your wicked ways and follow Yeshua, the King of the Jews.